everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Becca. If we've never met before, I'm so glad you're here. This is my channel where I talk all about houseplants and houseplant care, houseplant fun. We have a lot of laughs. I've got a cute dog. You're in the right place. Today I have a pretty significant plant haul that I'm going to be showing you, and I'm pretty excited. I've been holding off on filming this video for a long time because I've gone on a little bit of a shopping spree with plants, and I've got quite a few of them here. A lot of these plants, I will say though, were from trades. So start trading with your friends and you can get some cool plants like me. Alright, I will start off with the big one right here in the forefront. Some of these plants you have already seen in a different video. However, if this is your first time seeing my face, then you have not seen these plants before, so I might gloss over them and tell you where you can hear more about this plant. And yeah, alright, so let's get started. The first plant that I want to talk about today is my ANTHURIUM VEITCHII. It is right here. This plant is a he. Most of my plants are girls, but this one is called the King Anthurium, so obviously he's a boy. And I'm so excited to have this plant. It is my first ever anthurium, and I actually bought it from a local plant friend, which I just never thought that I would ever be able to find this plant locally, so I was so stoked about it. The ribbing on the leaves are so dramatic and beautiful. There are two leaves, so there's another one over here, and then there is another leaf coming up right here, if you can see it. It does need to be repotted, and it's kind of a little bit top heavy, and in order for it to not completely fall out, I've put a roll of duct tape in here. I don't know. These are the things that you do when you're like panicking and you just need something. But anyway, I will be repotting it probably into a terracotta pot very soon, but I just wanted to get it acclimated to my space. The care on this anthurium is actually a lot easier than other anthuriums. I definitely made sure of that before I purchased it. Basically, he told me that this anthurium acts a lot like a MONSTERA in its care. So likes to dry out just a little bit, and the leaves will get a little bit soft when it needs water, which has been amazing for me because I don't ever want to overwater a plant. So I always look for those signs that it needs water. And also it doesn't need a ton of humidity, which is such a relief. I do have it in my bathroom, which is about 60% humidity most of the time. I have the humidifier set to be at 75%, but honestly, every time the air conditioning comes on, the humidity drops. I think that it stays around 50 to 60% humidity on the regular. So this plant is very happy in there. I'm very thankful for that. And I'm excited to see what this new leaf looks like. It's looked like this basically since I got it like 3 weeks ago. Okay, so next is the Philodendron brandiatum, Philodendron brandy for short. And these leaves are so cute. I actually got this as a bonus from a friend in the mail in a trade, and I'm so excited about it. It's just a little piece, and I'm still waiting for it to root, but it is so cute nonetheless. I have it in this basil pesto bottle from Trader Joe's. Gotta love Trader Joe's. And it's definitely the most adorable little philodendron brandy I've ever seen. After I got this plant in the mail, I now need a philodendron brandy, and I'm trying to figure out a way to get one. I want like a big plant of it, and I have a source. I'm just doing a little bit of work to get it. So definitely love this tiny little philodendron. I want to do a philodendron collection, but now maybe I feel like I could, but a few weeks ago my philodendron collection was like Hartley philodendron, Micans, nothing particularly striking, so now I feel like I could do a philodendron collection, so let me know if you are interested in seeing that in the next couple of months. Let's tell a sad story. Sometimes when you get a plant in the mail, it doesn't always go as you hoped it would, and this did happen to me, unfortunately, but I still have the plant, and you know, the seller gave me a refund, so things are looking up. I ordered a Hoya polyneuria. It was supposed to be in one piece, so it was supposed to look something like this. But when I ordered it, the seller sent it to me in a really flimsy box, and the plant snapped. And so this piece already had the root system attached to it, and this piece I just cut, I just freed it from the snap and put it in water. And so far, I think that it's doing pretty well. I have it in this tiny little cup. This was actually left by a previous tenant of our current apartment, and you know what? It's cute. We have a set of 6, I think. I don't know what kind of drinks you're supposed to put in this. Like, is it a classy shot glass? Orange juice shots? I don't know. This is what the little branch looks like. That right there is a node. There was a leaf there and I had to take it off, so hopefully something will come of this. It does look like there's going to be a tiny little root coming out, but I'm just not sure. Hopefully the plant will be okay, but it's very disappointing to get this in the mail, so I hope that I can save it. In any case, I did get a refund, so what can you do? The next plant that I want to show you, I am so stoked. I hardly ever would haul a cactus because I don't know how interested we are in cool cactus, but let me know if you like cool cactus. This is a particularly awesome cactus. It is a CEREUS spiralis, and I just think that these are so flippin' cool, and I was lucky enough to find it at a local nursery. So I was looking for a long time at my local spots and I could not find them anywhere, and then somebody in town actually told me where I could find one, and it's at Box Cactus Nursery. I have done a tour of their facilities, so if you're interested, they have a really, really cool setup and a lot of awesome rare cactus, and I don't know why I didn't think to look there. So let me give you a better look up front of this beautiful cactus. So it has an awesome spiral in it, and as it gets bigger, maybe I'll insert a photo, it will grow arms and the arms will be spirally, and it's just so cool. So they actually told me that it was grown from seed, and so that's why the bottom here is straight, and then as it matured, it started its twist. And it was $50, which is maybe a little bit expensive for a cactus, but for a cactus like this, a cactus that is a bit more rare, I was happy to spend it because I know for a fact that I will never kill it. Knock on wood, that was a little bit of a pompous statement. I am fairly confident in my abilities with cactus, and especially where I live, Okay, next plant I'm super excited about. It is a Philodendron Florida Ghost, and I polished her leaves just for this video because I had to. Look at how beautiful this Florida Ghost is. It is a very juvenile form, so it hasn't exactly started to form the little stripes that the leaves will make, but I know that they will eventually, and I can see them if I look closely, and there is a new leaf coming out right here. If you can see that little tiny spike, that is a new leaf, and I'm very, very excited to see this one grow up. It's actually still in sphagnum moss from the cellar. I got this on a Plant Purge website or Plant Purge Facebook group. It was my first time ever ordering, and I got it from Stacy McKay, also the owner of a greenhouse, and it's a super, super credible seller, and I'll definitely be buying from them again, probably from Etsy, because the Purge website was like really stressful. It was an experience though, so if you don't know about a Plant Purge Facebook group, basically people who are wanting to sell a lot of plants at rapid fire, usually some pretty cool plants, you can go onto the Facebook page and reply sold as fast as you can, and then you win the plant. So it's kind of like there's like a rush that's involved, and it's pretty exciting. So I can see easily myself getting kind of like addicted to that feeling. So I haven't gone on since I bought this, and now that I know that she has an Etsy shop, I don't feel the need to do that. So anyway, really beautiful Philodendron Florida Ghost. I am still looking for the variegated, I think it's called a Florida Beauty. I'm not sure exactly, I'm still new to the cool philodendron world, but I am interested to see, what will come of this one and if I can ever get my hands on a variegated Florida Ghost. Okay, so the next plant is very cute. This is a RHIPSALIS, and I don't know the exact type of RHIPSALIS. If you know, let me know. I'll show you a close-up. Basically, it just looks like a bunch of funny hair. If I had a pot that was a face or like a head, it would be absolutely perfect for this plant. I got this in a trade with my friend, and I'm stoked about it. It is so cute. It fits perfectly in this tiny little clay pot, and I love that. Oh goodness, we just dropped some pieces. I noticed that if I touch it too much, I'd lose pieces, but there's so many pieces, you can't really tell. I just need to be a little bit more careful. I'm getting a little bit excited here. I have been very curious about RHIPSALIS, and I mentioned that in my stories, and I had a lot of people reaching out wanting to trade with me or just send me a plant. It was very, very cool. Anyway, so I do have another RHIPSALIS that I want to show you. Again, if you know the kind that this is, let me know because I'd love to know. I basically fell in love with RHIPSALIS PARADOXICA, so I had to buy one. It is just a little guy, and I'm excited for one day for it to get bigger. If I could ever find a pretty established large pot, I would be very interested. So if you know anybody, you can let me know. But for now, this has satiated my need for the Paradoxica. It is so cool. It has like a chain link effect. And I talked about this in my wishlist plant video. Actually, a lot of these plants were on my wishlist plant video, and I found them after I posted that video. A lot of people are still messaging me that they posted their wish list on their Instagram and now they have those plants. So again, there is proof in the pudding. Tell people what you want, will it into the universe, manifest it into your life, and the Paradoxica will find you. You know what I mean? This plant, I feel like, is being hyped up a lot. And I saw that my friend had one, and I was like, can I have a cutting? And he said yes. And it is a CISSUS Discolor. I'm pretty excited about it. It already has some, oh wow, some pretty significant roots in the bottom here. I think that these are pretty sought after, and his plant was massive. So I'm pretty excited to have it. I mean, it is really, really beautiful. He said that his plant is not super finicky, which I'm happy to hear that, because the only thing that I have heard about them is that they are kind of finicky. I am excited to pot this up. I'll probably pot it up really soon. If you can see those roots in there, it looks like it'll be ready maybe in another week. So I do a lot of propagating in water. In fact, like all my plants propagate in water unless the seller sends it to me with sphagnum moss. In that case, I'll let it kind of decompress in my house in the spag. But I propagate pretty much only in water. It's really more of a personal choice just because I don't really want to branch out into other ways, but I know that there are a lot like leca or sphagnum moss. Maybe that's the only other ways. Water works for me super well, and a lot of people say that they have trouble moving their plants from water into soil. But the thing is, you can't leave your plant in the water for too long. Like, you can't let this just like completely fill up with roots and then you repot it into soil, because then the plant is used to the water. Basically, when the roots are a couple inches long, I will plant it in soil, and there is a little bit of an adjustment period, but it's usually not very long. It is a long cutting. I have it wrapped up right now because I don't want it to get damaged. Let me show you the full length of it. There we go. So I'll probably just pot it up like this. I would usually cut at every single node. Maybe I will do that eventually, but I kind of just want a long trailing piece. I thought it was really pretty. So, CISSUS Discolor. Very nice. All right, another plant that I got in a trade is this beautiful, beautiful cutie string of turtles. And this is I think like 4 or 5 strands that are pretty long. I'm really excited about this. It's already growing some roots in here. If you saw the video where I unboxed a string of turtles, I had ordered those string of turtles and then I got this in a trade. So I'm probably just going to combine them eventually when that other string of turtles is trailing a lot more. A lot of people told me that they grow super fast, so that was good news because I was like... And also I learned that peperomia... Wait, this isn't a peperomia. Is it? Peperomia prostrata? Is this string of turtles a peperomia? If you're screaming at the screen right now, I'm so sorry. Please hold. It is a peperomia. Oh my goodness, I just had a moment. Okay, Peperomia prostrata. What is wrong with me, obviously? Okay, someone told me that peperomias actually have their growing season in the winter time, which is absolutely insane. If you could explain that to me in any way, I would love that. I'm probably going to do some Googling now that I've been reminded of that. But knowing that, this is going into its growing season, and so is the other Peperomia prostrata that I have. So hopefully I'll be able to combine them soon. Also, I love this little vessel here. Somebody also asked me where I get these, and let's not focus on my face. Somebody asked me where I got these, and I actually thrift them. Every single time I go to a thrift store, I look for little thrifting vessels. Basically, the things that I look for are a narrow top, and then, you know, a hole. Last plant in the plant haul. Here we go. I hope you're still with me because it's a good one. Okay, so there had to be a Hoya in here somewhere. Well, there's been 2 Hoyas now, but this is a Hoya. I'm getting tired. I've been filming for a while. Hoya macrophylla, something marginalis. This is embarrassing. I had one before and it got super beat up and I was really sad about it, so I actually gave it to somebody else and then bought a new one because I'm extra. So this is it. I got this from Gabriella Plants, and it is so big. It's so beautiful. And this actually costs less than the one that I bought before, and it's like 3 times the size. So just a little disappointed with myself and my decision making that first time around. But this time around, I've made a nice decision because it's so beautiful. Let me know if you want to see me make a trellis for this, because someone actually told me that if you trellis these, they will grow super fast. And it has all of these long vines, so I think that it does need something to climb up. So if you want to see me trellis a Hoya, let me know. I would be very happy to do so on camera and hang out with you guys. But I just love these veins. Can you see those beautiful veins? I keep looking in the viewfinder. I'm so sorry. That's probably annoying, but I want to make sure that we're not focusing on something back here. Anyway, the veins in these leaves, which leaf am I touching? Here we go. The veins in these leaves, are you kidding me? I just can't believe it. It's so beautiful. God, I love plants. All right, you guys, that is all for this. Oh wait, no, it's not all. That is not the last plant. Okay, I have a plant coming in the mail. It is a Rhapidorfa. Oh God, someone told me how to pronounce it and I still can't do it. It's a Rhapidorfa decursiva, and that was in my wish list plant video. And I'm just saying, here's what happened. There was an auction on Instagram and my friend told me about it. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put a random number in here. Like, somebody's probably already bid higher than this. I put in 50 bucks, and then I get a message a few hours later saying that I won the auction. And I was like, what? I won the auction? And I was like, okay, I'm cool with spending 50 bucks on this plant because I've seen it being sold at the size that I'm getting, I think, for like 80 or 90 bucks. So I feel like it was a good deal. I'll unbox that with you. Let's unbox it when I get it, and we'll get to see the plant together for the first time. So I got it in an Instagram auction haphazardly, was not expecting to win, and then I did. So if that isn't my life. All right, so I will see you guys when that happens. Okay, actually, before I do that unboxing, I completely forgot about a plant because I've had it for a little bit and I totally forgot, and I wanted to share with you guys that somebody, out of the genuine kindness of their heart, I'm still overwhelmed by that. And oh, what is that? Who is she? Okay, so this is a ALBO MONSTERA. Yeah, it's an ALBO MONSTERA. I'm very excited, and it has been in water for a little while. She told me that she was having some trouble rooting it, but I put it in water as soon as I got it, and within a few days, it started putting out roots. I'm not sure if it's ready to pot yet. I'm pretty sure there's a node here. I watched Kaylee Ellen's video about ALBO MONSTERAs and, you know, like the whole like send nodes thing. I'm like pretty certain that there's a node on here. But I'm not sure. Like, after I watched that video, I was unsure. Even if there isn't a node, I'm excited about this. But let me show you the stem, and maybe one of you can tell me if there is a node on it. I think there is. The stem is pretty variegated through here, and I love that the variegation is it's like very stable. You know, there's a lot of green and there's some beautiful like mottled pieces over here. I think that a lot of the times we want a leaf that has like all white on it, but the reality of that all white, let me show you a plant of mine. It's a Thai constellation that had a half moon leaf, and it was so beautiful while it lasted, but then when it like lived on, it's not very beautiful. This is the half moon leaf now. So it was really beautiful, and then now it is brown. So this is actually the newest leaf that it put out, and there's a lot more stability in here. And actually I found out that the Thai constellation has stable variegation. So any leaf at any point will have something. So this leaf has just more speckles. This leaf was a half moon. This leaf is speckled, and then this leaf has speckles, and then like this really beautiful chunk of like a sage green, and then a little bit of white right here, which will probably turn brown. Hello, it is the next day. So the package never came yesterday, and I don't really know why. There must have been a holdup with the mail. So it sat in the mail for an extra day, and I'm just a little bit nervous. I'm not sure what it's gonna look like. So let's open this up together. Maybe I'll back up and you can see the package, but here we go. Oh my gosh, what the heck happened? Ooh. It looks good. It just looks a little bit bent from shipping, but this is like really big, actually. There's so much dirt coming out. Oh god. Check it out. This is a Rhaphidophora decursiva. That is really, really beautiful. It's a lot longer of a stem than I expected it to be too. Wow. Alright you guys, that is going to be all for today's plant haul. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you liked what you saw here. And also, comment down below what your favorite plant you saw was, and we'll talk about plants in the comments. Alright, bye guys. Waving with the plant, bye.